Have you ever wondered if everything you know about male libido is actually true? Maybe you've heard things like, men are always in the mood, or men only care about physical appearance. But then, in your own life, things don't quite match up. Perhaps you find it difficult to understand your partner's needs, or even your own. Or you wonder why things aren't happening as they used to, or how they're portrayed in the media a while ago. We made a video exploring female sexuality, and it garnered a lot of interest. Many of you in the comments requested a deeper dive into male sexuality, and here we are. Male libido is one of the most misunderstood topics. And what are those one-size-fits-all myths? They don't help anyone. The truth is far more complex and, frankly, more interesting. In this video, by popular demand from our viewers, we're breaking down the science behind male libido, debunking those harmful stereotypes, and delving into what motivates intimacy for you as a man, or the men in your life. Myth 1. Men are always in the mood. The belief men think about sex all the time, and they're always ready for it. The truth: a man's desire is not as constant or simple as we've been led to believe. Think about this. Have you ever been too stressed, too tired, or too overwhelmed for intimacy to be the last thing on your mind? That's something everyone experiences, but men are rarely given permission to acknowledge it. The idea that men are always in the mood places a lot of unnecessary pressure on them to live up to an impossible ideal. Now, studies do show that men tend to report more frequent sexual thoughts and a stronger sex drive compared to women. A meta-analysis of gender and sexuality research found that men think about sex more, fantasize more, and initiate sex more often. But this doesn't mean they're immune to the factors that can impact anyone's desire. Things like stress, fatigue, or even a lack of emotional connection. And here's something even more interesting: testosterone. It's often seen as the magic button for male libido, isn't as powerful as people think. A study from the University of California, Santa Barbara, shows that testosterone levels alone don't fully explain sexual desire, especially in men in long-term relationships. So, if you feel your desire isn't where it should be, don't be ashamed or hard on yourself. It's often more than just biology. Myth 2. A man's desire is all physical. The belief: men only care about the physical act of sex. The truth: emotional and psychological factors play a significant role in a man's sexual desire. Let me ask you this. Have you found yourself or your partner less interested in sex during times of emotional distance or stress? That's because men's libido, like women's, is deeply connected to their mental and emotional state. In fact, research shows that stress, mental health, and relationship satisfaction are huge drivers of male libido. And here's where society makes it harder. Men are often taught to suppress their emotions and prioritize strength over vulnerability. This cultural expectation can create intimacy barriers that lead to frustration, not because they don't care, but because they don't always feel emotionally safe enough to express themselves. Do you find this video insightful? Please like it, drop a comment below, share it with a friend who finds this topic interesting. Myth 3. Desire never fades in long-term relationships. The belief: if the spark has faded, it means something is wrong. The truth: sexual desire naturally ebbs and flows in long-term relationships. Imagine this. You've been with your partner for years. You love each other deeply, but the honeymoon phase is over, and sex doesn't feel as spontaneous or exciting as it once did. Sound familiar? Research shows that while desire can decrease over time in long-term relationships, it doesn't mean the connection is over, just that it's evolving. For men, emotional intimacy is often a key driver of sexual desire. Building that connection through communication, acts of appreciation, or even simple gestures like holding hands can reignite the spark. Myth 4. Men's desire is uncontrollable. The belief: men's sexual desire is uncontrollable, purely instinctive. Our truth: a man's sexual desire is influenced by emotions, relationships, and society. Reducing male sexuality to biology alone does a great disservice to men. Yes, hormones and physical attraction play a role, but so do emotional needs, societal pressures, and even how men view themselves. When men feel supported, appreciated, and emotionally connected, their sexual desire often thrives. And when these things are missing, it's no surprise that desire can wane. Recognizing this allows us to move beyond the stereotype of uncontrollable male desire and instead focus on building healthy and fulfilling relationships. So there you have it, the truth about male libido. It's not about being always in the mood or fitting into some fictional societal lie. It's about understanding the beautiful complexity of how emotions, biology, and relationships all play a role in our sexual desires and experiences. If you've ever felt confused, frustrated, or even ashamed about desire, whether it's yours or your partner's, we hope this has given you some clarity and comfort. If this video resonated with you or helped you see things in a new light, please share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe for more conversations like this. Want to learn about female libido?